know what? I wanted to address this whole Sauce Walka conversation because I feel like there's a lot of crazy outrage regarding this conversation that to me it doesn't make any sense. And I've had the conversation with women as well, and some get what I'm coming from, and some don't. And I just wanted, I figured maybe I can break it down piece by piece, and we can have a conversation about it and see what you think about it. Because I don't understand what the outrage is. All I know is I saw the post on, I think, Neighborhood Talk. I made a comment on it. A couple of sentences, a couple of lines of facts, and then I went away for a while, came back, and I had like 30 billion comments going against me for a good 24 hours. Some with me, some weren't, and then some of the conversations I didn't understand it. But I'm gonna just go ahead and play it. Let me see.
You fresh out, bro. Coming in, man. With yesterday's clothes on.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. I almost ain't want to do the interview. Dirty jail clothes on. I'm fresh out, man. So y'all don't be judging. You giving them your everything, especially if you planning to marry that woman.
This is a long interview, by the way. This is nothing but a clip.
Where you actually owe her and you
Man,
entitled.
This is the longest answer to if you date black women or not.
Nah, for sure, because it's a serious situation. Because I don't date. It's not because when you I don't
date black women.
I don't date black women because they black. It's not you can't answer.
Bro,
because of that.
You date black women?
I date all women, but when I date a black woman,
triggered,
dating a white woman, I
be you sexist.
You have to understand the type of man that I am and understand it.
All right, pause real quick. Interviewer: a black man asked another black man, "Do you date black women?" He said, "No, but I date all women." And also, this is a long interview. This interview was like an hour and 23 minutes, and he does state the fact that he dates black women and dated black women. But his preference is based around his lifestyle right now, right? Just to put that out there, okay? And understand that the people online, we're commenting on conversations with no context behind it. Just keep that in mind. So before you want to get triggered, don't ever assume some information and get triggered by some shit that you didn't even follow through with, okay?
It's the stuff that I do. Like, you can't, certain shit, black women, well, I ain't gonna lie, because black women with it too, with me. I can't say that. I make black women and white women do the same thing with me or for me. So I can't say that. But it's just
crazy thing too is they chopped this clip down a lot. It was like 35 seconds on Neighborhood Talk, but his explanation is way longer. Just put that out there.
White women understand business relationships easier than black people do.
What kind of business relationships?
White women understand teamwork easier than certain black women do, especially if it's another woman involved. If they're not the only woman involved, they're not.
Okay. He said another woman involved. Let me make sure he's done first.
I'm not a person that's only gonna be with one woman. I have multiple women in my life. They have to understand that there's multiple women in my life.
So you saying it is a little bit more.
All right. I think I got the gist of it. Okay. So his preference about women is based off of how he moves his lifestyle. He doesn't have a monogamous lifestyle. Now, even just off of the clip that I saw online, I'm still not understanding the anger that my queens are feeling right now and saying, "Keep my name out your mouth." He was asked a question about black women from another black man, by the way, just to put that out there. He was asked a question regarding preference, and if I'm correct, everybody has a preference they have. There's white women who have preferences, black men who have preferences, black women who have preferences, and nobody actually gets mad at you regarding your preference. Only when a black man speaks on preference, it seems like it's an issue. But that's another conversation. But let's focus on the task at hand. The main thing is what reason would a black woman get mad about a man who says his preference is based off of a business relationship because he's gonna be dealing with multiple women in the way he moves. He says white women are easier when it comes to it. So if anything, I would think that maybe white women should be more pissed off at this man than a black woman, because he's pretty much aware of the fact that most black women are not okay with a non-monogamous relationship, and he's not going to be that way, and he's aware of it, and he's telling you the truth about it, but yet he's aware of it because he obviously by his experience, and black women are mad because of what? What did he put any black woman down in the conversation when it came down? What Is his lifestyle he want a lifestyle that you want? Is there black women who are okay with the type of lifestyle? Of course there are. But he's pretty much saying that he'd rather date a different race because they're willing to accept he's not the marriage type of guy. He doesn't view marriage the exact same way. He's gonna deal with multiple women. He's a pimp. He has OnlyFans. He has sex with most of the girls he deals with on OnlyFans, and they work for him. Is that something that you want to fight for? Because if he was putting you down, you want to fight for like I deserve stuff too. I get it, but do you really want to fight for that? Because I don't hear anything he says that's negative towards a black woman, other than his preference of how he wants to live his lifestyle, which is a lifestyle not a lot of people can even handle. So what are y'all mad about? And just to put it out there as well, even when I was going through the comments, just keep my name out your mouth. What is that? A black man, besides a black woman, should have a say on his preference regarding black women, because we primarily deal with black women and we understand y'all a bit more than any other race. So if anything, a black man should be able to speak about a black woman. But if a black man is aware of what's going on and he speaks about it, you can't say don't talk about it. You do know that majority of the conversations regarding black men come from black women, and we don't band together and fight back like that. We don't have to. We know who we are as individuals, and so do most of our black women know who they are as individuals. But the ones who tend to try to gaslight and mix things together to have a conversation, I don't understand it. I had somebody in particular tell me, it's always a black man putting a black woman down. There is black men who do put black women down, but just saying it's always a black man, that's kind of wild to me. That sounds like it's kind of personal, and you're generalizing an idea or putting it on everybody. That's not true. That's not true. That's like me saying every black woman's angry. That's a crazy stereotype, and that's not true. Women get mad, men get mad. There's some shitty ass black men in this world. There's some shitty ass men in this world, but it doesn't mean that they're all that way. So to generalize an idea like that because you don't like how it sounds, just take the time to listen to the conversation before you react to it. Assumptions are in acting off of assumptions and being triggered off of assumptions, to me is just crazy to me, and it means you have something going on with you that's not allowing you to see it. Second, if you're going to respond to something, get the context first. You know what I mean? Granted, he's not even the type of guy you probably like, so why would you even care about his opinion about another race? It makes no sense. But of course, it was on Shade Room or Neighborhood Talk, and when it comes down to it, they cut clips down and they cut context out conversations, and it's built to drive us further and further apart. And I think it's pretty messed up, but that's the world we live in. But don't sit there and get yourself angry and triggered by something you shouldn't be triggered by because you chose not to listen. I get that keywords trigger people, but keywords without any context should do that. But if you have a context behind it and the conversation that's pretty much clear and cut and straight to the point, there is no reason to be angry, mad, or triggered, especially by a simple preference that doesn't even devalue you.